Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see the review of 2020 South Korean drama Startup starring Bae Suzy, Nam Jo Hook and Kim So Hoo in lead roles. The series revolves around a woman who has dreams of becoming an entrepreneur like Steve Jobs and about two men, one who's secretly her first love and another man who's pretending to be her first love. Startup has a total of 16 episodes with 1 hour 20 minutes per episode. Seo Chung Myung, played by Kim Jo Hoon, the heroine's father, works in a company that ill-treats him. Soon he quits his job and decides to start a company, much to the frustration of his wife, Cha A-hyun, played by Song Seo Mi. The couple have two daughters, elder being Seo In-jae and the younger being Seo Dal-mi. Growing up, the young sisters Seo Dal-mi, played by Suzy, and Seo In-jae, played by Kang Han-na, see their father struggle with his entrepreneurial ambitions. Two sisters are separated when their mother has decided to give up and divorce their father. The heroine Dal-mi chooses to be with her father and paternal grandmother Halmoni, played by Kim Hae-suk, while her elder sister In-jae follows her mother. Her mother remarries a rich divorcee, and so the elder sister Won gets to enjoy the luxuries in life, while Dalmi's father struggles to meet the ends. With her elder sister Won being her only best friend out of her life, Dalmi is very much lonely and depressed after her sister goes away. Halmoni, the grandmother, sells corn dogs for a living and owns a shop. One day, the grandmother feels pity on a high school orphan boy and offers him her shop for him to stay, as he has nowhere else to go. She calls him Good Boy. Kim Seo Hoo, who's the second lead, plays the good boy. Her granddaughter Dalmi without friends after her sister Won left. Halmoni tells the good boy to be her pen pal under a pseudonym Nam DoSan, a random name that they see in the newspaper. His letters bring immense comfort through the toughest period of Dalmi's life. Soon they start exchanging letters in the birdhouse tied to the tree in front of the corn dog shop. With her father dying right after being granted more capital to launch his tech idea, Dalmi seems to have lost the chance to live a better life. Dalmi's father dies right after he thought that everything could fall in place. Dalmi, the heroine's deeper connection with Sandbox and its creators Miss Yoon and investors. Little does she know that the very core idea and the meaning of Sandbox has come from her father, likening it to how children can play safely even if they fall in the playground filled with sand. Dalmi's father has unknowingly sparked the idea for something that can make his daughter's dream come to life. Forward a few years in the future, Dalmi gets admission in a good college, so Halmoni sends her corn dog shop to pay her studies. Once Dalmi comes to know about it, she drops out of university and uses the money to buy a corn dog cart for Halmoni. Dalmi drops out of the university and takes a part-time job to start a business and dreams of becoming someone like Steve Jobs. DoSan, played by Nam Jo Hook, was a maths prodigy celebrated for his intelligence. Even with his gift, growing up wasn't easy for DoSan. He was once the pride of his family, but things changed when he got older. Nam Jo Hook plays the quiet, dorky DoSan with earnestness and warmth. He sets up SamSan Tech, a business with his friends, which keeps on failing no matter what they do. Dalmi's mother's marriage with an affluent businessman turns Won into a second-generation chaebol. Won's pretty, she's smart and paired with fierce determination. She's unstoppable. Meanwhile, Dalmi meets her estranged sister who has carved a place for herself in the business world. Won keeps reminding Dalmi that she made a wrong choice in her life by deciding to be with their father. DoSan is at his entertaining best in the scenes with his company SamSan Tech's partner Yoo Soo Bin and Kim Do Won, and the trio being a fun and chaotic energy to the show. DoSan, along with his two friends, form a knitting club and are struggling to make the ends meet for their startup venture, SamSan Tech. This gets Dalmi on her nerves and she wants to prove herself in front of her rich sister Won and mother at a party hosted by her rich sister. Left with no choice, Dalmi decides to search for DoSan. Meanwhile, Halmoni panics on hearing this. The plot stirs up when Halmoni is left with no choice but to ask a favor from now rich and powerful Han Jae-young, the good boy. Halmoni has clearly occupied a discreet but pivotal role in the success of Good Boy. From being a homeless orphan, thanks to Halmoni, the good boy is able to build a name for himself. Ji Pyong, the good boy, becomes a trailblazer in the tech industry as a senior team leader at SH Venture Capital. He becomes one of the most trusted venture capitalist in Seoul. He has a sharp eye when it comes to investing and equally a sharp tongue as well. Good boy, of course, has no other option but to accept to Halmoni's request, that is to find Nam Do-san and sort of hire him for an hour or so to pretend as Dalmi's date and investor. Mr. Han fails to convince the real DoSan to play along. Eventually, DoSan ends up going to the networking party to meet Dalmi at his own free will, playing the role of the Nam Do-san that she knew from the letters. Viewers are already invested in seeing how their unpredictable story will unfold. Mr. Han Ji-pyong, the good boy, helps DoSan, the hero, for the sake of Dalmi, the heroine, but in the process, he belittles the hero and his friends. Meanwhile, Dalmi quits her job after the repeated false promises made by her boss. She decides to start her own company. Likewise, DoSan falls in love with Dalmi and decides to begin a startup in the hope of turning Dalmi's misunderstanding into reality. As for Won, the elder sister, still everyone thinks that she mooches off from her stepfather's success, which she uses as a motivation to thrive on her own. Tired of being used by others and is also trying her hand at beginning a startup without her stepfather's help. So all three of them meet at Sandbox. Sandbox acts like a safe place where startups can learn, experiment and fail. Dalmi and Stephanie Lee joined SamSan Tech as the CEO and designer respectively. Won's company InJ hires some developers. Both the companies compete in sandbox contests to fulfill their dreams. Develop a project on artificial intelligence AI to attract clients to invest in their company, with Mr. Han Goodboy as the mentor for SamSan Tech and Miss Yoon, the founder of Sandbox, as the mentor of Won's company. DoSan develops a mobile app for SamSan Tech that helps the visually challenged people, keeping in mind the deteriorating eyesight of Halmoni. Won's team develops a project that helps company reduce manpower. Finally, SamSan Tech wins the prize and their company is taken over by global AI company 2STO, headed by Alex, that looks at a hidden agenda. His clear dismissal of Dalmi's capabilities by disbanding SamSan Tech and only giving leeway to the developers, but also made her realize her incompetence as a CEO as well as suffering the pain of losing her teammates. The three developers are expected to work in the US head office. The three developers of SamSan Tech are so disappointed that they decide not to sue STO, following the advice of Mr. Han, the good boy, their mentor. Meanwhile, once Dalmi comes to know that DoSan from SamSan Tech is not her pen pal but it is Mr. Han Goodboy instead, hell breaks loose. This, along with the disbanding of SamSan Tech, leads to the breakup of Dalmi and DoSan. Meanwhile, Mr. Han Ji-pyo starts having feelings for Dalmi. Finally, Whom does Dalmi choose, the real DoSan or Mr. Han Ji-pyo, the pen pal? Will Dalmi and Won In-jae work on their misunderstanding and reconcile as a family? All these form the rest of the story. All in the part 1 of the video. In the part 2 of the video, we will see what I liked about the drama, verdict, and the interesting facts about the drama. Please click on like and subscribe to find out if I will review one of your favorite dramas in the next episode. I will be back soon with another video. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.